Goopa Aaron, Goopa Cody,
Goopa, my friend.
Koopa, Daniel.
you lardos ready to do a podcast?
Hey, who you calling a lurdo? An erdole. Nick Ixnay on the erdole.
Oh, pig Latin combined with some Ewokese. You know it's going to be good.
Yeah, Ixnay. Yeah, well, give us some Pig Latin Ewok phrases.
Obye, obne?
It's gone too far.
Ewok, we call it Wig Latin.
What?
Wig Ewok, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Welcome one and all. Star Wars Total Rewatch. We're at it again. But I'm Aaron. I'm here with Cody and Daniel, and we are watching some Ewoks. Today we're doing
Episode 11, The Three Lessons.
Yeah, when did this one air? I don't have the thing in front of me.
This one aired November 16th of 1985.
At the time of recording, we are a little over a week away from The Rise of Skywalker. So naturally, here we are talking Ewoks.
Yep, and we're several weeks into The Mandalorian, and it's good.
Uh-huh.
We got a little ways, though, to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll let you know what we thought of it in a couple years.
Yeah.
But I'm liking it so far. I'll tell you that much.
Same. Gonna make people wait for the good stuff. They have to get through this Ewok nonsense along with us, so...
Ewoks are...
What?
So I just started rewatching all the Star Wars movies in preparation for Episode 9. And when I say watching, I mean it was on in the background while I did some dishes and got set up for the podcast here. And it was perfect timing. I didn't really time it that way, but we started going just like a couple minutes after Episode 1 ended here. Boss Nass just lifted his giant orb into the air.
Oh, nice. Wait, so you're watching them all without Mary?
Well, like I said, I'm just putting them on in the background just to make sure I have time to get through them all. So if Mary is around when I have one playing, then we can have it on in the background together.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably... I don't even know. I suppose I will soon. We'll be done with finals, but I should at least watch through the newer ones again.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 7 and 8. But we'll get to those in a couple of years.
I don't know if this is strictly relevant to Star Wars podcasting, but Cody has some exciting developments in his life. You just got engaged.
I did! Woo!
Way to go.
Thanks everyone for the applause. I know everybody was on the edge of their seats after the drain plugging incident, so yeah.
That's when you knew. What was that? You had to drill a metal can lid out of a sink or something.
That is correct. I don't remember the exact name of the episodes, but people can go back and listen to my hilarious story.
Yeah, we've got legions of fans out here. You guys are following us pretty closely, right? Right?
They're staying closely tied to our updated YouTube page, right? right?
That was episode 11. Oh, how many? I don't know. It was the Frozen Citadel. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right. The one that was because I remember I edited that one.
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't so long ago. We got to get ourselves a better social media outlet than just a monthly updated YouTube. Should make a Twitter or something.
Yeah, the last episode on our YouTube channel is the holiday special, the time of writing, so it's a little outdated. I don't have access in my defense. It's not my fault, so I can't.
I'll get on that. I've been busy. I've got more time on my hands now with the holiday season. We're recording this mid-December. By the time you hear it, you'll be listening to us thinking, why are these guys in the past? They haven't even seen Episode 9 yet.
That's right.
We don't even know that Luke is, I don't know, Darth Maul's nephew or whatever the surprising revelation is gonna be.
we could list our our hypotheticals for Episode 9 and see how accurate they come.
we should, especially because you will only hear this after the movie has been released. Yeah, we could speculate. I predict Ewoks in Episode 9.
You know, because they're going to the crashed Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a giant ocean.
There could be a whole Ewok tribe living in it. They've made,
Yeah.
made their home there.
I'm slightly worried for episode 9, but I mean, how many characters can they kill off, I guess, and ruin their arcs?
Just kill them all.
No, I'm just gonna be optimistic until proven wrong. Unless proven wrong, I think it's gonna be fun.
I want to be optimistic, but I'll be cautious.
Cause what I've been hearing is they got George Lucas's input on it.
What I heard is that there was a whole bunch of reshoots not that far long ago that they had to redo a bunch of stuff.
I think people didn't like the prequels, and so with the new ones, they just didn't use any of his ideas, and I think that led to other problems. So I think they're going the right route by asking for his ideas and then having somebody else direct those ideas.
I think their biggest mistake was not having a cohesive plot put together that would span all 3 movies.
That's part of it.
They're like, with the second movie, we gave Rian Johnson complete creative control. He can do whatever we want. We gave him some notes on what we were thinking, but he doesn't have to follow any of them.
But George Lucas had an outline for these sequels, and they didn't use any of that.
Yeah, but I think George Lucas said he felt betrayed or something. I think I saw somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were obligated to use them because he sold them the franchise. So I don't think he can really.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That, but...
I'm sure Lucas is crying over his giant wads of cash right now.
No, but I think they still should have used some of his ideas.
Yeah, it would have probably been better.
What are we talking about?
Where were we talking
Ewoks,
about?
episode 11.
There you go.
Yes.
The 3 lessons. Sorry for the, you know what? It's maybe higher on my mind than Ewoks, episode 11.
Yeah, and I mean, or our second episode of Ewoks was 15 minutes long, so, disappointing all the people who want some really good quality discussions.
Okay, so it's been a while since I watched this one. Somebody else want to give a quick rundown?
Yeah, I forgot we hadn't actually watched this one, and so I watched the next one.
Oh, well, I guess I can give a plot summary, since I watched this one a while ago and then rewatched most of it again.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so basically, Nisa's being trained to become the next leader, or chiefess, I guess. Training session with Low Gray, so she's trying to do some stuff, and then Wicket and them kind of make fun of her, and then she accidentally knocks over some potion that causes a stranglethorn, some sort of plant that is evil. It causes it to grow crazy, and so it's just
That's right.
Little Shop of Horrors, giant monster plant all over the place.
I forgot about that.
So Low Gray's we need these 3 things. Go find them so that we can stop this plant. Otherwise, I have a potion in my shop, but I can't get to it because there's a giant plant in there. So then Nisa and Wicket, they raid a giant ant's hive to get one of the things, and then they get some root plant, and then they go to chop down a tree. They run into these 3 super annoying troll things.
The Tromes.
They use the drones to take out the plant, and yeah. This episode, nub.
It's a nub from Cody.
And she learns 3 lessons.
I thought it was okay. It was very much the same plot as the first episode, To Save Deej, if you remember that one.
Yeah.
Where they need a potion to save Deej, and they need 3 items to make that potion. And in this case, the only alternate plot device is there's a giant plant that's wrecking the village.
Yeah.
That is tickling them.
Yeah. It's a weird plant.
That is part of the thing that started to lower it to a nub. But then when these 3 Trone toll things, whatever, that solidly secured the nub from me.
Cemented the nub.
Yeah. There were some things that were kind of fun about it, but it wasn't up in the highest tier of Ewoks.
Were we doing half yubs? And
Yeah, yeah, you can do half.
I'll give it a half yub.
Okay.
All right. If that's allowed, then I'll do that too.
I appreciated
Alright.
having Princess Nisa in it more. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's an episode focused on her, which was good.
Yeah.
I was looking up some of the voice acting. I thought Nisa's voice sounded familiar.
Uh-huh.
The actress is Cree Summer, and I think what I recognized her from was Penny in Inspector Gadget cartoons.
Nice.
Oh.
Uh,
That's a blast from the past.
yeah. Well, it's yeah, me too. I couldn't place it, but when I was reading the list, I thought I think that's what I'm remembering. Anyway, so that's what she did. The rest of them, I'm not sure what
Yeah.
they're best known from.
So yeah, she is given, well, she ends up having to find these different items for the potion. But at the beginning, the chief Chirpa is telling her that she has like 3 tasks or something to complete in order to be worthy of chiefessness. And she ends up doing all 3 during her adventure to find the potion items. Isn't that
Yeah.
convenient?
What is it? The lesson of the heart and of the head. What was the third one?
The hand.
Agility?
Hand.
Yeah, it is. It
Mhm.
was the
Okay.
hand. But when Chief Chirpa tells her she has 3 tasks, he holds up his hand and it only has 3 fingers. So the whole hand,
Are Ewoks only 3-fingered?
apparently.
I hadn't realized that.
Well, it's easier to draw than 5.
It's just a good thing it wasn't 4 tasks. What
Well, no,
would
that's-
he have done?
That's why it was 3. They started listing them, and he said, "That's it. That's the last one. I'm out of fingers."
Oh, and the 4. Wait, no, there's only 3.
Yeah, did I say 4? I meant 3.
Yeah.
And thus they go on.
So there's a cool task where she is climbing up the side of a tree with
Well,
some kind of like
I don't want to
sticky
go.
boots.
Let's jump.
Oh, are we jumping ahead? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Let's work our way through this methodically, laboriously.
We have a duty to the total watchers, total
In
watchies.
laborious detail,
Our total watchies.
in great detail.
She knocks. She's looking out the window at Wicket and company having all kinds of fun. She's jealous. She's got to
Oh,
sit
yeah.
inside and do her lessons. She knocks over a bottle of something. And I was thinking, is she in Logray's hut? Because
Yeah.
okay, she is, because he's got so much dangerous stuff all over his hut.
Yeah, and he just leaves it around. It's
I
not
know.
labeled or anything.
So this particular potion empties out into a plant pot, and the plant becomes humongous and alive. It's got like
He's
mouths,
like, feed me, Seymour.
chompy. Yeah, exactly.
And it's like entwined around all of their huts and
yeah,
everything.
it just takes over.
Mhm.
What a
And
mess.
there is like, didn't they say there was an antidote potion?
Yeah.
But it's in the hut and they just can't get it.
They're like, we have to prevent the plant from taking root in the ground.
Oh, that's
It's like,
right.
Right now, it's just out up in the tree.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Then it could spread all over the whole planet.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it touches the ground, yeah. So what's this guy's name? The guy with the mustache here.
Isn't that Paplu?
No, that's Paplu, yeah.
Oh, it is Pep. He's gonna try to fight it, but then it throws him into a drum or something. And what a joke! Everybody laughs at him 'cause he's the town fool.
Right, and like they have time to be amused by it, despite
Yeah.
their whole world being overrun by this plant. They got bigger things to worry about.
Anyway, yeah. I just think he's always the butt of the joke. Pretty sad character, but consistent.
Yeah, I mean, first he was playing drop the sack, and now he's just being a total, I don't know, lurdo.
I know. He's the town lurdo. You got it.
Yeah, so the vine looks like it's gonna reach this lifting platform to go down, which I don't know why it needs a lifting platform to go down, but it's a plant. It can just fall. It'll be fine. I don't know.
It'll grow down.
Nisa gets grabbed and Wicket saves her, but in the process they get launched down the lifting platform and jump into a cart full of hay.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
So then Nisa's like, it's all my fault.
Yeah.
So I have to go fix it. And then she jumps up and she's off. She's gonna get stuff done.
Yep. Her and Wicket are gonna go save the day.
It's always the kids that save the day.
Yeah, that is how it works.
So, first task, they have to get like a pearl or an egg or something from these ants, insects, from their hive.
Yeah, insectoid creatures.
Yeah, these giant bipedal ants. Yeah,
Do we have the name?
of course we do. Well, they needed the keat nectar from a keat.
Oh, it's not a pearl or an egg. It's balls of nectar.
Oh,
Yeah, they're called keats.
they live in a giant kind of beehive thing,
Yeah,
surrounded by honey.
it's called a keat palace. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it like a moat of honey or something around it?
The wiki says some kind of mud, but it looks like
Oh.
honey. Yeah, it's like, although I don't know why it would be their nectar if they keep it inside and then there's just like a big pool outside, but whatever. Point is, they can't really walk right into their place. And then they also have to climb up it, where the keats themselves kind of just walk up the side of this thing.
Mhm.
So you were going to talk about it, Aaron. Now is the opportunity.
Just that they make some like sticky shoes and they walk up it with those things.
Yeah, full on old school Batman style, just walking up the side of the hive.
Right, and the little ants are just sticking their head out the window sideways,
Right.
looking
Yep.
at them.
They built the set sideways in order to do this. Pretty clever.
Yeah, they animate. I don't
They just
know.
turn
Yeah,
the camera.
They built this set sideways here.
Or I guess they built it laying flat and then turned the camera on its side.
Yes. You think this is animated, but this is what Ewoks look like. This is filmed live. They found a planet inhabited by things that look like 2D animation, but this is real life. Yeah, so that's the first task. They found some nectar, which was the lesson of the hand, right? Because of their ingenuity in making the sticky shoes.
Yep.
Even though, was it her idea or was it Wicket's?
It was her idea, I think.
Okay.
Wicket kind of just took a back seat to this one.
All right.
Nisa was just on it.
She's the hero. Yeah. She's got to prove herself.
True.
Yeah.
All right, in task number 2, they have to get some root, some Genga root.
Oh, right.
Well, I guess,
You want to talk about how they steal the nectar?
yeah, I've totally forgot about this whole episode.
I watched this like a week ago.
Yeah,
We were
right.
gonna podcast right away and we didn't, and now I forgot about it.
There's a giant pile of these nectar spheres, and Wicket pulls one out of the bottom,
Like a Lurdo.
like the Lurdo he is. And they all tumble down, and they tumble with it, this big avalanche, right out of the palace.
Mhm.
Fortunately,
All the ants or cates, whatever they're called, were not happy about them. Or they just laughed at them, that's right.
they just laughed at them. Yeah, it's like they just took like all your nectar.
And then they just wade through the honey to the shore,
Yeah.
despite saying earlier there's no way we can get through that stuff.
Yeah, inconsistencies like these are what caused me to give it a nub.
Huh? You're right.
It's just not true to life. I'm sorry.
Now that you pointed out, I don't think I appreciate it as much as I did. And cut back to Paplu, still trying to fight the plant.
Yeah, and Tebow's little sister is trying to help too, Milani.
Yeah, Milani. All the plant wants to do is tickle them, which is really strange. It's a little unsettling.
A little. I was extremely unsettled by this whole thing.
Well, it keeps sort of threatening to eat them, but then not, because if it was really going to eat them, it would have just done so,
Yeah.
and there'd be no Ewoks left,
Yeah.
and we can't have that. So
There may be a few that were eaten that we don't see.
I mean, we haven't seen Bozzy for a while. Maybe she got eaten.
Oh my. Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. It was like for some reason after that episode, we never saw Bozzy again. I don't know what happened to her.
We'll have to keep track of like any characters we don't see after this point. We'll just assume they were eaten by the plant.
Well, here the plant takes a couple of these children, like the little baby Ewoks.
Walklings.
I don't think we ever see them again, but no, it puts Milani and a couple of the little walklings like way up high on an apparently unreachable platform.
Makes you wonder why they have that platform.
Yeah, they still built it like a little sidewalk around this tree.
Yeah, it's like way up there.
It's like the ones in Donkey Kong. Like you can bounce on a tire and get up to these hidden.
Oh, there's a secret up there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Bonus level.
Is that where
Oh.
that stinking N is that I could never find?
Yeah.
All right. Second task. You got it.
Right. The root. The what was it called?
Ganga root.
Ganga root, which is, I don't know, some weird inflated. That looks like kind of like a pineapple in the
Yeah,
ground.
the plant is just too big to pull out of the ground. The hole that it's in is only large enough for like the stem.
It must grow outward under the ground, and it's like inflated under there. There's
Yeah.
a thing called a bobber bird that loves ganga root.
Mm.
That's its primary food source.
So the Ewoks, Nisa, and Wicket try to rip the Ganga fruit out, but Nisa can't pull it, and so Wicket's like, "Oh, look at this Lurdo," and so he's like, "I'll show you how to do it."
Wicket rolls his eyes.
He's such a little stuck-up. Yeah.
He's calling other people lurdos. Like, give me a break, Wicket.
So he tries it and can't do it. So then Nisa and him both pull, but they just rip the top off it. Then they decide to watch what the bird does.
Yeah, things like the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
He punctures it with his sharp beak, and then it deflates, and you're able to eat it.
Yeah, then you can pull it out. It's like a balloon. Then you can pull it through and
Yeah,
no problem.
there you go.
Yeah. So they grab a stick and use it to deflate it and run off with the Ganga fruit while the bird chases them because he wants it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yep,
He
yep,
is
yep.
one hungry bird. Like he was eating every single plant there.
Yeah, he ate like a whole batch. I mean, there was like 10 or 12 of them there, and he just kept going.
And then he strikes at them with his beak as they're running away and goes straight through a log. So now he'll never eat again. How's irony for that? Like,
Yeah.
How about that ironic fate?
Well, he doesn't need to after all those roots he ate.
I don't know. He was getting greedy. Serves him
Is
right.
that the lesson here?
I think so. Remember the bobber bird.
Remember the lesson of the bobber bird.
Didn't know these are like fables.
They
right?
could be kind of like fables. Yeah. All right, task number 3. They have to get a leaf from this tree, and it is like the only leaf left
Right.
on the tree.
The Trome tree.
Yeah, the trome tree. Prepare to be tromed.
You just got tromed.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So they needed the sap from the tree. So I guess they couldn't just tap the tree or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was that leaf. What did they need?
What?
The sap.
Sap? But they weren't taking the leaf.
Yeah, I don't know why they wanted to take the leaf, but I think they said they just needed the sap.
That's not how sap works. That's not how sap works, as Harrison Ford would say. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think our audience is gonna get all these Star Wars references we're throwing in here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but this is the part that truly lost me.
They come out and they do their harmony. Hello.
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 That's how we should have started the episode.
Here's the mail, it never fails. Makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail mail. Welcome back to Blue's Clues Total Rewind.
Wow, that's an even more obscure reference than when we did that
Oh
one.
yeah, I remember when we did that. Yep.
We got a letter from one of our fans today. Just he says, "I hate tropes." Thanks for writing in.
Just wanted to share that with the world.
It was his words.
His words, not mine. Yeah, well, they totally get tromed because the tromes say you. Well, okay, what are the tromes? They're like little fuzzball trolls.
Yeah, they're little trolls.
Yeah, with big beards.
They try to look like a really tall guy, but Wicket's not afraid of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fall apart, and there's actually 3 small guys in a big coat or their hats or something.
They're hopping around and just being weird.
And they don't want them to take that leaf because then the tree will die and that's their home. Apparently, everybody wants those leaves because they can use them for this singular potion. I have no idea.
And again, that's not how trees work.
Right.
It's not the leaf that makes everything else in the tree grow. The leaves. Well, I don't think I need to even explain this, but you all know how trees work. It's not like this.
Not only are we genius geologists, we are also amazing botanists.
Botany.
We can educate people about trees as well as we educate people about beryllium spheres.
Yeah, you didn't know this was an educational program, but it is.
Also, sad news, guys. I checked, and there were no comments on any of our YouTube videos. There was no actual mail.
That's because our most recent episode is It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it was actually the first Droids
In a
episode.
galaxy far away.
You want to hear the Wikipedia on Tromes?
Go for it.
Tromes were small humanoid beings found on the forest moon of Endor. They were characterized by their small size, high voices, and large beards. Despite the small size, their favorite sport is wrestling. They have wrestling tournaments annually. Great!
Is that it?
Yep.
Don't you love that that exists in Star Wars now for you?
Shromes. And they kind of sound like this.
Well, yeah, they're high voices.
I'd rather listen to Gaff than listen to these drum tones.
I don't know. It's a toss-up.
Yeah, and take it or leave it.
But there are 3 of these, so maybe they outweigh one of him.
Well, thankfully, these are only in one episode, so.
All right, so they don't take the leaf because they're compassionate toward these Tromes, thus the lesson of the heart.
And thus sealing the doom of all Ewoks in the village.
Well, yeah, you'd think, yeah.
It's like, that's kind of priority here.
Nisa's like, wait a minute, you Tromes can save the day or something. I don't know what.
It's a complex moral quandary they find themselves in here.
True.
She says, I won't take your leaf, but maybe you can help us. And Wicket says, I hope you know what you're doing. And I don't think she does. Like, what is she doing? What are they going to possibly do?
Annoy the plant?
Just annoy the plant out of existence.
I don't remember what do they do. I actually don't remember.
They just kind of dance around about. I don't remember.
Are they just a distraction?
Yeah, so then they can get into
The hut.
Wilgray's hut.
Yeah.
I guess like any of the Ewoks could have done the same thing.
Yeah.
There's one thing I thought was pretty funny with the plants is his brother Weechie, trying to save the Ewoks bakery from being
Yeah.
destroyed. He's like, no, the bakery, I've got to save it. So he rushes in and just eats as much as he can in a short period of time.
Yeah.
It's not really saving it, but he's like, well, I can't let these plants have all this stuff.
Right.
I got to get it first.
Rather than let the plants have it
That's his way of
get
saving
all
things.
at once.
Well, I got a kick out of it.
Yeah, yeah. True to character. He's a fat boy. There you go. He eats all the time.
Yep.
I don't know.
I thought it was funny.
Cartoon stereotype.
Whatever. Yeah, it is, but that's okay. If you do it well, cartoons don't have a lot of time for detailed character growth sometimes. So.
I know. They're usually like one note.
Yeah, but if you can do it well, it can still be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Wicket sneaks around. He's whistling as he sneaks into the hut.
Just to show how nonchalant he's being.
Nisa uses the sticky shoes to climb up to that platform to save the kids.
Oh yeah.
Pretty great. Those kids have names too, apparently.
Do you recall what their names are?
Yeah. There's Milani, which we know.
Of course.
And then Nippet and Wiley.
Wiley?
Coyote?
Because we saw a Roadrunner earlier in this episode.
Yeah. Huh.
Says Wiley was the son of Lumat and Zephi. Wow. Oh, brother of Latara and Nippet. So that's Latara's little brother.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
And then when you go to Nippet's Wikipedia page, it shows the little baby Ewok from Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, that's Nippet, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
that's hilarious.
Well, then this must take place
yeah.
No, wait.
I'm not sure how that works.
Because he's older here. That doesn't...
Sheep.
I won't follow that thread too far.
Also, the Wikipedia references this in this episode, like talking about the Tromes. Anyway, they call this the Stranglethorn crisis. It's because that plant is called the Stranglethorn. Anyway,
That would have been a good name for the episode.
yeah, I just think it's quite the name for a pretty nubby episode.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't, the quality of the episode doesn't make this threat any less real
Right.
to the Ewoks.
Right. This could be the end of the Ewoks.
Is this the end of the Ewoks?
Exactly.
Tune in for the 3 lessons.
So what, they put this potion onto some acorns or something, and then they get all the plants to eat it, save the day.
Yep. And then the plant shrinks back down to the one tiny little pot that was in.
Yeah. I don't think he should have that plant around.
Yeah, you might want
Even
to
a
get
small
rid of that.
one. Yeah.
Maybe it's like the doomsday device in case everything goes down.
In case the Dulocs take over.
Yeah.
Throw the plant at them.
Code red, get out the plant.
Yeah. And then Logray explains to Nisa how she learned the 3 lessons with each task that she did.
Yeah. Oh, and there goes Logray. Climbs up the tree with the sticky shoes for some reason.
Don't know why.
It's
Good
new
old
technology.
Crazy Logray.
Oh, crazy Logray's at it again. And that was episode 11, the 3 lessons. Well, it got a 1 out of 3 nubs or yubs.
Yeah, not quite enough. Sorry.
I mean, maybe if you stop before the tromes, I could see it being something to throw on in the background.
Not quite enough for what? To make it on the list of must-watch Ewok episode?
That's what I was going
I
for.
think that
yeah.
list is blank.
No, we had a few. We had a few that
I
were
know.
good. We'll have to do a little retrospective when we get to the end of the series. Say which of these were good.
Should have written down what the rating that we gave it was
Well,
on each one.
still got plenty to edit, so
That's true.
we can write it down.
Yeah, keep a tally somewhere. Yeah, well,
Good.
anything else you guys want to say about that?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So in that case, you can join us here again next week for episode 12 of the first season of Ewoks, Blue Harvest. What do you know?
It's all downhill from here.
Should we explain what that is, or should we?
Let's maybe save that for next time.
It's our special Thanksgiving episode. A little late.
Yep. This will maybe come out in January sometime.
All right. Well, join us again next time, guys. Remember, don't be like Tiggy. Don't grow giant plants that are evil.
Don't be like Logray. It's kind of his fault.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Remember the bobber bird.
Oh yeah, the plight of the bobber bird.
A lesson.
All right. Well, Goopa. Wait, is that only hello? What's goodbye?
Ah.
I don't know. See you later, you lurdos.
See ya.